Hello everyone, welcome to Informative Knowledge series where we share best practices to implement unique solutions. I am Rohan from Informatry and today I'll be discussing on how to dynamically compare two records using a custom button. Salesforce doesn't provide an out-of-the-box functionality to compare multiple records in a single screen. So if a user has to compare records, then he has to open one record in one browser tab and another record in another browser tab. But this isn't a solution if you're dealing with more than two records. So I'll be showing you the steps to create the compare button. So the first thing is you have to implement a Visualforce page and an Apex class, which is basically an extension class which displays records and their respective fields. Then you'll have to create a custom button which displays the Visualforce page. So first I'll show you how to create a Visualforce page. So you click on the gear icon and hit setup. Type in Visualforce and you will get something called as Visualforce pages. You click on it and then click new. I've already created my Visualforce page, so let me edit it. So this is how your Visualforce page would look like. Basically it's a combination of CSS and HTML. So in my code I've made use of table and style tags along with the styling set by CSS. So your Visualforce page will make use of an extension class called as account extension. So through that account extension, your Visualforce page will retrieve the field data. So let me go to the Apex class or your extension class. So here is your extension class. So this extension class basically makes use of the SQL query along with a wrapper class to fetch data dynamically depending on what the user clicks. So once these two are done, you'll have to go to your object manager, click on the object where you want your custom button to be placed. Then click buttons, link and actions. So you'll have to create a new button. So let me edit my compare button. So you'll have to label your button and then set the display type as list button, because your compare button will appear on the list view and not inside a record. And then you can set whatever behavior you would want to see in your page, and then your content source would be Visualforce page, and then the content would be the Visualforce page, and then hit save. So your custom button is created. Once this is done, you'll have to go to your search layout and then set this compare button in the list view. So you can click edit and then you can move your custom button from available to selected, and you can hit save. So once that is done, your compare button would appear in the all account list view. Remember that your custom button would not appear in recently viewed. it would appear on every other views in my accounts, all accounts. So how this compare button would work is, you basically have to select any record which you want to compare and then click compare. So you'll get the name of the fields to the left and then your record name on the top. So this is how you dynamically create a compare button. There are many advantages of this method and there are some disadvantages too. The advantage here is the records are dynamically selected. So it doesn't depend on how many records you select. You can select any records that you want. So let me select 4 records and then hit compare. So it basically takes every record that you select dynamically. The disadvantage here is the fields that you set over here should be added to your Visualforce page. So if you want an additional field over here, you have to go to your code and then add your field. So that is the only disadvantage of this method. If this video was helpful, please like, share and subscribe.